6 months ago, we held an event on corejourney.org to celebrate hitting 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel. This event was the largest player gathering on the server to date and brought many players together. Here we are, 6 months later, and I have managed to hit 200 subscribers. When I look back on my channel, from the Come Boys videos to the little opening review, now to 200 subs, this is something I did not think I would ever hit, and to celebrate this personal milestone and to show my gratitude to everyone who has helped and supported my channel, a new event, bigger and better than the first, was planned. A time and date was published, and we began going to work. The party theme would be a nightclub, and I would firstly like to thank Kistaf and Fabian for doing the majority of the building and design work for this build, as without them, none of this could have happened to the scale in which it did. Like any event in the world, publicity was important, and this party would be no different. So Kistaf created an exclusive map art invitation. The map arts were distributed server wide, and as more and more players started to find out about the event, hype around it began to grow, as it had been so long since any form of major event had occurred, and for many new players this was their first. The time had come for the event to begin. Immediately the coordinates were posted, and we began teleporting people who requested into the entrance hall of the club. I was hoping we would get enough people here before things started to turn, as I was fully expecting withers and mass slaughter. I was just hoping it would at least hold for 10 minutes to allow everyone to experience a large player event on Core Journey. To my surprise, as more people showed up, nothing bad was happening, and there had not been a single death. People were just enjoying the event. A major difference from the previous events was that people were showing up on their main accounts with full gear, paired with the abundance of totems which were unseen at the first event. With the surprisingly wholesome feel, we organised everyone into the photo room and attempted to get the biggest group screenshot on Core Journey. This also could have been the biggest group end crystal on Core Journey, but again, no one was attempting to do anything bad. Throughout the event, fireworks were detonated, adding to the aesthetic of the venue, as well as causing major FPS drops. And I would like to shout out everybody who made these, as they were made especially for the event. One strange part of the evening occurred in one of the corners of the main hall. As can be seen, a mass gathering of players together over an area of about 5 blocks. This was one of the weirder experiences of Core Journey I have ever personally experienced, but what was happening here is the attendees were trying to actually entity cram themselves, but what can be seen is just a mass clusterfuck of players. Upstairs of the venue, there was a strip club. This part offered many questionable experiences throughout the night, with players giving shows and a growing mass of beds being placed in the room throughout the event, which I still don't exactly know why. Obviously the club had to have a bar, and who else but Werno would work as a bartender, giving out drinks all night. Drinks were given out in the form of many potions, with a bell to ring for final orders as supplies ran low. With the sheer number of players at the event, this did not take too long. Finally, at the 1 hour mark, stuff started to turn, with people breaking stuff and placing random blocks. In a strange kind of way, I was almost grateful, as without this I did not know how much longer the event could have gone on for. Then finally, after several failed attempts, at 1 hour 20, a wither was spawned. With the chat filled with everyone getting the Withered Heights achievement, everyone knew wherever they were in the world, the party was coming to an end. The first wither would mark a trend, with more withers being spawned, resulting in several player deaths from either explosions or misfire. It was at this point it was time to call it a night, and the party had ended. An after party occurred as players slowly left the event, but I personally would consider this event a surprising success, with the player casualties in the minority and some great screenshots preserving the memory of what can be considered a historic event. I would like to shout out everyone who came. It was great to see so many people brave enough to turn up, especially on what can be considered a generally toxic hardcore server. It felt like I was playing on some bullshit towny server with a surprisingly wholesome party with very few deaths. But this all goes to show what is possible on a semi-anarchy server where people are brought together. They can actually put aside their personal vendettas and just enjoy a moment, if only for a short while. Thanks again to everyone who has subscribed to my channel, it really means a lot. Until next time, stay safe, and I hope to see you all at the next event.